The X-Men are finally headed to the Marvel Cinematic Universe, and according to Marvel Studios president Kevin Feige, this version of the beloved mutant team will be very different from what fans have seen before. Rather than relying on nostalgia or retreading old storylines, Feige has revealed that the upcoming reboot will focus on a younger generation of mutants, ushering in a fresh perspective for a new era of superhero storytelling. Speaking to the playlist, Feige confirmed that director Jake Schreier, who previously helmed Marvel's Thunderbolts, will be leading the charge with a youth-focused approach to the X-Men. Jake's going to make a youth-focused reboot, Feige explained. That may be reflected in mutant castings, and it'll definitely be felt in the tone and perspective of the film. This shift signals a deliberate move away from the more mature, often grim tone that defined much of the Fox-era X-Men films. Instead, Marvel appears to be aiming for a more emotionally resonant and youthful tone, tapping into themes of identity, isolation, and belonging, concepts that have always been central to the X-Men mythology. Schreier elaborated on this idea, saying, "The core idea of what X-Men is involves complexity. These characters are wrestling with their identity and place in the world. That's inherently interesting and complex material." So far, mutants in the MCU have largely been hinted at or portrayed through alternate realities. Familiar faces like Patrick Stewart's Professor X and Kelsey Grammer's Beast have returned in multiverse-related cameos, while What If gave fans a new version of Storm. However, Kamala Khan's surprise reclassification as a mutant in Ms. Marvel marked the first significant step toward mutants becoming a part of the MCU's main continuity. This isn't the first time the X-Men have undergone a generational shift. Fox's X-Men First Class rebooted the franchise with a younger cast and period setting, which eventually led to Days of Future Past, Apocalypse, and Dark Phoenix. While the early installments were well received, the later entries struggled critically, leading to further fan fatigue. Marvel Studios is clearly hoping that by emphasizing a youthful, character-driven narrative, the X-Men can be reintroduced with renewed vigor and relevance. The mutant momentum is already building within the MCU. Avengers Doomsday is set to feature several classic X-Men characters, including Cyclops, Nightcrawler, Mystique, and Professor Xavier, joining forces with the Avengers and the Fantastic Four. Interestingly, Channing Tatum is also confirmed to appear as a version of Gambit, a clever nod to the ill-fated spin-off project that was in development limbo for years. Outside of the live-action sphere, Marvel has already struck gold with X-Men 97, an animated continuation of the original 90s cartoon. The series has earned widespread acclaim and holds some of the highest review scores of any Marvel show to date. With 2 more seasons in production and key voice actors like Lenore Zan Rogue already confirmed for future episodes, Marvel is clearly committed to reviving the mutant legacy across multiple mediums. As anticipation grows, it's becoming clear that this next chapter of X-Men will not just reboot a franchise, it will redefine it. By focusing on younger characters navigating the complexities of mutant life in a divided world, Marvel is crafting a story that speaks to both longtime fans and a new generation ready to see themselves represented on screen. YouTube tags, within 500 words, in brackets. MCU X-Men Reboot, Kevin Feige X-Men, Marvel X-Men Youth Cast, Jake Schreier X-Men, New X-Men Movie, MCU Mutants, Marvel Studios X-Men, Kamala Khan Mutant, X-Men MCU Casting, Avengers Doomsday X-Men, Channing Tatum Gambit, Marvel Multiverse, X-Men 97, Marvel Animation, Wolverine Deadpool MCU, Marvel Mutant Reboot, Young X-Men Movie, Marvel Phase 6, upcoming MCU films, Cyclops MCU, Nightcrawler MCU, Mystique MCU, Beast MCU, Professor X Marvel, Youth Focus Marvel, X-Men Identity Crisis, X-Men Coming of Age, Marvel Teenage Heroes, MCU Future Mutants.